Hey guys, I thought I'd do a quick video because it's very important today because we've got the FOMC and we've got a few projects that we need to really look at, and I would say probably for now just hold on to your money. Of course you can DCA on the way down, but most importantly it's just what's happening on the macro that's been intriguing me. So we're holding this level for Bitcoin, and though anyone who tells you TA is not really important doesn't actually know what they're talking about. So that's just a fact of life that unfortunately this is a most, probably the most, charts don't lie, right? Everything else can be interpreted by people, but what's in front of your eyes, that's an absolutely lie at all. Now we've got the FOMC that could actually send us down quite a bit, and the key kind of levels that I was looking at just for us to maintain. So if you look at if you zoom out and look at the monthly candle, the monthly chart, you can see here the RSI is literally about to cross, and there's going to be downward pressure from there, in my opinion. I think this is obviously looking out further down the line. On the weekly, it's on its way down, and on the daily it's also looking quite bearish. We've obviously got the news now. All we have to do is hold this level, that around that $40,000 mark. In fact, if we even hold, this is going to be quite a significant level, 42 to 40,000. Now if we hold 40,000, I think then there's going to be a strong chance that we go shoot back to the upside, meaning that your altcoins will be safe. But if we do get a 30% Bitcoin correction or 20% Bitcoin correction, then alts will maybe dip as far as 40, 50, 60%. So it's important to try and just stay alert, really. That's the most important thing. And hold on to your money, because you're not going to FOMO. So some of the questions that I've been asked today by the guys is, the first one is that we need to try and get people into GTAI. And I've just posted the fact that it's on the, let's look at this on the hourly, really. Let's look at the 1 hour even. So I gave this target earlier today, and we kind of, we're in this zone now. So that buy level would have been hit around the, I think it was 92, whatever that wick is. It's around here that I actually posted yesterday. But you can see here it's starting to come down on the 1 hour. So there are good opportunities to set order limit orders. Having said that, I would definitely look at a bigger time frame. So on the 4 hour, it looks like it's just recoiling for a bit of a push up. And then if you look at the kind of, it's fairly new, so you can only go by these lower time frames. But I would say wait for this to kind of bottom out, pick up, expose yourself on the way down. It's very important that you, whilst you're waiting for the perfect bottom, you just expose your way down and see where you can add some more. So if we look at from the recent trend, so if we took it from here and we kind of looked at the top of that cycle here, you can see exactly where we have is probably where prices come back to. And we could also look at that on a shorter. I'd probably say just wait, DCA from anything below $2. I don't think you'll be too far out, but it has significant way to still come down. I think the entire market is looking like it wants to kind of correct itself. You got kaspa that briefly came down to this level, and you can see here now it had a massive strong buy pressure and it's going back up. So if you're looking to buy kaspa, if you look at this range here, with again, with the same thing, you can definitely see that from this range here, kaspa is still a good buy price, in my opinion. I think it's going to come down some more, but that's if we get a major correction, guys. So the next one everyone's been asking me about is none other than our bad boy Miro, because we want to clear out once and for all where we enter Miro, and it's still got a lot of selling pressure here. Okay, let's look at the daily. On the daily, it looks like he wants to do something. All right, on the daily, it looks like it just, it's barely crossing it, and we need to check other confluences as well. But if we look at the overall projection from here, if we take it, look at from this point here, and this is what I was saying to people, it's in a buy zone, and of course there's going to be more pressure. You've got to zoom out and see what happens from there, but you can definitely see this thing is very, very strong, and the reason being, you've got $25 million volume on a daily basis, and right now, look, technicals are sitting on neutral, so it's saying, look, it's up 14%, and I wouldn't buy it now. Again, we don't know what the macro picture looks like, but for those of you that were asking me for an entry, according to the data here, this should be a decent range for retracement, a little bit of exposure. And for those of you that wanted to sell it, please don't, because this is going to be, as far as I'm concerned, it's going to be one to hold for the long term. Just because some people have sold it, it doesn't mean that you need to kind of just get kind of scared and just get out of it. I think this is a time to hold this, and you can even see here it's pretty much bang on the money on that retracement. We are in a normal kind of it might bounce back and take that level at 15 cents and then come further down. So Miro in the long term is quite bullish. When we get the buy opportunities, guys, you need to DCA in. Now we can do that on the way up, we can also do that on the way down. I mean, other projects like GFAL's been absolutely ripping, guys. Congratulations for a lot of people filling their GFAL bags. Right now this coin is looking quite happy. Let's look at this on these levels. Yeah, we're still sitting at this level, but so far it's not actually done quite bad, and it's on a neutral. It's performed really well this week, and yeah, long may that continue. I mean, if we look at it on the lower time frames, again, it's performing strong. But when it comes to these altcoins, you got to try and zoom out and see, potentially what we can do, where we are and where we need to buy again. So I would definitely say GFAL again starting to have on the daily some pressure there, so it will definitely come down. And again, I would just wait to announce an entry on this last run. So what it's telling me is, at some point we're going to be seeing this green box here as a good place to kind of look at it. But because of the macro event with Bitcoin, I wouldn't even send. I'm not going to send buy alerts for this right now, unless it's limit buys and you're happy to come down to this level, which is not bad. Sometimes, we want to be in the market rather than completely holding our dry powder, because the psychology behind that is, if that gets away from us, then as a community we'll be in trouble. That's why here we don't swing trade unless we're getting into some shitty coin that we don't really care for, and I'm more than happy to do that. Myria, pretty much same thing. I think Myria is again in this buy zone, so it's had a bounce massively. Sorry, this is Miro. By the way, for those of you who don't know, this is the wife of Mr. Miro. Mr. Myra, actually it's not Myra, this is the real Myra, sorry. Just got confused there with the names. Let's keep it moving. Let's look at Myria, because again it's an interesting one. Myria was down. I'm sure I've had a Myria chart. There we go. Right, more downward pressure. Happy days. Myria is going to come down, guys. We're going to find decent buy levels, and you've got to look at the RSI. Look, sell pressure is coming. Let's look at the lower time frames. So at the moment, it may just hold this downward trend. Again, these are key levels that we set before for buy orders. But yeah, if we look at this from here to there and see what's happening, absolutely, we're in the buy zone. We're definitely in the buy zone. I mean, in the long term, it will definitely reverse, and it will definitely go somewhere. But you know, for now, where it is now is actually the correct value, in my opinion. It's more or less. You could DCA into it, but looking at this now, it's not a bad time on the lower time frames. But we need to zoom out on the daily. It's definitely gonna come down some more, along with the macro, and then on the weekly, it's definitely been completely dumped out. It still has more sell pressure to come here. So yeah, it's a waiting game for now, but it's not a bad time to buy Myria. Would we see these prices over here? I'm not really sure. It really just depends on how bad the situation gets in what we're about to see now. And whenever they call out bullish news, you've got to just take that with a pinch of salt. I think Myria at this price is not bad at all if you haven't DCA'd in. And overall, 15 million in volume. That will tell you that even though it's kind of trending down, there's still a lot of activity going on in the ecosystem. Right now, it's one of the ones to buy because it's under heavy selling pressure. You see how the others were all neutral, and this one is absolutely being dumped out. So, guys, if you wanted to target, the community target for Myria is around minimum 250 to 500k Myria tokens. I think that will do well for you. For those of you who have 1 million, fantastic. You know, you can add to your bags, or you can just keep it moving. All right, guys. And before I go, the next thing I wanted to talk to you about was just giving you a visual. Sometimes it's good to pay attention to winners and losers of the day. So we've got standard big cryptocurrencies here, and you got the decent volume there. But if you look at the top losers here, Bonk is down. The market cap is just now 87 million. Oasis rose. I mean, sorry, the volume is that. I apologize. Rose. I mean, this is humongous volumes, guys, for a meme. I mean, Oasis. I don't hold any Rose. Manta is one that I'm very interested in, as you would know. We got in on the day of the launch after the initial correction, and since it done, I think it's done about 2x or something like that, 1 or 2x. Neo Protocol, Celestia. So all of these, you know, kaspa went under, yeah, and it's still under 9 cents. So this is pretty much, I think it was showing, it might have bounced back now. Yeah, 10. You see, very strong buying pressure to send it back. But guys, look, some of these tokens are all down. Now, there is one category that is really interesting at the moment, and that is on the back of my last post. You'd probably see the metaverse discussion that I was trying to instigate. And I think if we look at categories over here, and let's just go by name. So let's go to metaverse. And if any of you guys as well, look, guys, we're just one community. You know, I don't want this to be a one-man show. If any of you guys, I do have a team, but if you come across something that is going to be vital for the community, by all means, share it. I'll look into it, and we can all win together. And I know you guys are unbelievable. So yeah, please continue, and let's support our new guys here as well, and girls. You know, there's a lot of people coming. But guys, look, it's been up 28%. And the trading volume has been up, although the market cap's slightly down. We need to pay attention to this. You know, things like OVR in the long run is going to be quite interesting to look at, especially as Apple. We don't actually know what's happening with Apple. So the last 7 days, on the back of this news, Victoria VR has gone has gone ridiculously up, only 16%, but nevertheless it's up. And then other really projects to look out for here are, along with some of the new ones, I really wanted to show you OVR, because this is $8 million. $8 million, and this could absolutely tank. They don't have the market cap here. Also $8.5 million. But this has been, I mean, this is one of the stronger, for me, metaverse projects. They have a real team, real use case. This thing could absolutely rip. I mean, 10x to 80 mil, maybe 100x. This could potentially go to I don't know, not even 100, but maybe 50x from here, potentially, because now they've just starting to potentially rebrand, and I think the team has been kind of working during the bear market. So there are some metaverse projects that will absolutely rip, guys. But these guys have a real use case. Map the world in 3D. They're doing a lot of things, and they've never stopped working. They've got the LAN, and I haven't seen any reason to kind of FUD this. Now, ultimately, they could be working at some stage with Apple. Now, these are rumors, so I don't want you to FOMO into this project. But we're going to have a metaverse season coming, and we need to be prepared as a crew to have some decent metaverse plays. So, guys, just keep that in your radar. All right. Thanks a lot, man. This is just a quick update. FOMC, looking at all our favorite crypto. Is Mario a dump now? Absolutely not. Just lock it away in your tangent and forget about it. Let's talk about Mario next year, unless we're DCAing into the bags. GT protocol, do we need to get in now? I would probably say, look, there is a downward pressure, but anything under $2, you can scoop it up and have exposure. Now, the inflation is terrible, and there will be a lot more sell pressure just before the bull market, guys. And they have this, their staking rewards. You can stake it if you wanted to. And yeah, good luck. Anyway, I'll catch you on the next one, guys. Cheers.